It's as heavy as it looks. I own you. It's harder going in. Believe that. Hey guys, welcome back. Chuck House and Mopar. Yeah, pulling the motor. Gonna pull the engine and see what we have. I don't know if we're gonna get around to pulling the heads on this video to see if it's bored over. That's the big question. Yeah, I don't know. That would suck actually, but why wouldn't it be bored? Okay. I got crap everywhere, like always. I'm in between videos right now. I gotta make sure I put this out after the wang. The wang on the CUDA. Yeah, the one for the Savoy is still going. It's coming out soon. The truck video doing the front end. I never told you guys this stuff is got leather grain to it. Yeah, crap everywhere. Back seat for the saddle, this thing. So we're gonna pull this motor. I'm working on the trunk still. Pans are in, but I'm doing other things. Yeah, pull the motor and see what the hell we got. This thing has been apart. The doors aren't straight. Concerning thing here, there's for making the trim on the Savoy. This is sticking up, which means a bad hinge or incorrectly on. We'll look at that real quick, but today I'm gonna go ahead and prelim here. My buddy's coming tomorrow. I'm gonna get the torque converter bolts out for when we have the motor out. It's coming out in one piece with the trans, but then I can't get to them when it's hanging there. The header's loose and looks like I need some air in my tire. Okay. All right, I pulled the plugs out. I don't know why we run headers, boys, but they're not fun getting out of this car. Brand new, never been fired. And I know why we run headers, because they had horsepower, and this is getting these headers back on here. All right, let me go over there and see the forensics, see if this thing wants to at least turn over before I get under there and do the torque converter bolts. Okay.
A few moments later.
All right, torque converter bolts are out. Did I tell you that already? I don't know. Most of the header bolts, I got one on each end. Exhaust is out. After I let the car down, I'm like, well, get this exhaust, dummy. So I lifted it up, put the exhaust, got the jack stands, lifted it up, got all that out. And I let it down again. Seems like there's one more. Oh yeah, I don't know. There's something else I'm gonna have to lift her back up for. So the exhaust, much to my surprise, they put an H pipe in. This exhaust was actually good, guys. I mean, I've cut it up and it was shit hot, right? It was good, just rusty on the outside. Yeah, so they put an H pipe in. I would say their execution was a little flawed. Slightly flawed. I mean, you can't get on top to weld that, right? You know, what are you gonna do? Don't know what those are. Kind of cool. I'm gonna not use them, but let's see here. This is inlet. I would think a flow mat. I don't know. I might look them up, see what they are. Give them away as a door prize. All right. Oh yeah, found another hole in the floor. It's behind the cardboard thing, the divider. Yeah, there's about yay big. We'll get to that. Okay, let's carry on.
The next day.
Okay, big day here, guys, I guess. Pulling the motor. My buddy Mike's coming. I've known Mike since kindergarten. We just happened to be, you know, end up here. So, what? You see what you see. The header's laying. This one's still got a couple bolts in it. I'm just going to use a motor plate, I guess. Now, you know, I don't know if my studs are probably not going to work, so I'm going to have to figure that out maybe. I cut off the AC lines. They just weren't going to, they were moving, but they weren't unthreading. Got 2 bolts left in the trans cross member. Brake, park and brake lines out. Exhaust is out, as you know. Yeah. Got to take the hood off. I got to take the latch off first. We'll set that on the roof where it'll probably reside for a good long time. I mean, how bad can it be? I'll push this back. We'll push it back. Get the hoist over here, and yeah, whatever. I've got one of these cranky things, but anyway, it's just easier, I think, just to use the plate. We'll jack up the front end, take the wheels off, and so you can get at it. All right. I think I'll have you on this area here. Of course, it won't have as much light, but whatever. All right. What's funny? I said, are you ready for your introduction?
I am, absolutely.
It's my buddy Mike. We've known each other since kindergarten.
Yes, we have. Back when we used to push each other on the bicycles and tricycles. Yeah.
The one and only time I got my foot in the spokes was with your brother, riding on the back. Anyway, Mike graciously said he'd come down here. So here we are. We're going to push this thing out, put that thing on, and start jerking it up after we lift it up and take the wheels off. So, okay. All right, we had to pull apart to take this stuff off to get up there tight, but I think we're ready. Yeah, nothing's easy. The headers are gonna make it more of a pain too. So I'll go underneath and put the jack on there, Mike, and lift up the tranny in the back and get that cross member out. Hopefully it comes out. Bolts. We'll see. All right, here's where the fast motion begins. Some dumbass didn't unhook the shifter cables or they speedo.
It wasn't me.
All right. Yep, chest full of trans fluid. There wasn't much in there, but there was some. She's out after my dumbass forgot the cables, the speedo cable. What else, Mike? Starter. Oh, the starter, which I wanted to keep that wire. Yeah, whatever. She's out. So, I think we got time, Mike. I guess we'll try to get her on the engine stand. Why not, huh?
Sure.
Yeah. And I'm going to change shirts here in a minute. And
Pretty free fans.
find my hat. And there it is.
There's your hat.
It's like a homicide.
You want to pull that header up? You want me to lift it a little bit?
Oh, there it is.
Look at you here.
Look at that. Now you can lift it. Yeah, we're going to have to lift it up.
Got a little experience.
You lift that end up, and I'll get this end.
You got a little experience in this, too, don't you? Up a little kick knife.
It's on an angle.
Huh. I got it.
All right, we figured why not see what is in underneath of here before we shut this down. I don't know if I'm gonna pulling the heads off. I suppose, why not? On this video, it should be fairly short. And thank you. And we can see if it's overboard or not. Let's see how well they silicone this booger down, huh? Probably well. Oh yeah, Jesus. Thanks, guys. Yep, they didn't want to leak. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I silicone these too, but they say not to. I don't know. There it goes. I'm getting it. Need a shorter lever. Yeah. Alright. Have silicone, not afraid to use it. Alright.
Yeah.
hell?
Mud dauber.
Hotel.
Look at that.
I know.
Look at that one. That's some mud daubers.
That would sit. See, doesn't much matter if dirt gets. You got it?
Yeah.
Well, some leaves, a little bit of rust. Not bad, but
No, it doesn't.
zero.
Look at that.
What is that?
Like a mud dauber. Varmint hole.
Varmint hole. Well, she wasn't gonna leak, but got a little bit of rustage down here, I guess. Yeah, not bad. She dirty. Ah, the purple cam. That'll be next. We'll see what the lift is on this thing.
But that's not too bad. I mean, I don't know what
She's fairly clean. Yeah, this kind of crap, you know, got a little water in there somewhere.
The next day.
Okay, next day. Yep, that's my buddy Mike. We've had good times. Rode in a cop car together once. Yeah. When it was kids. Anyway, yep. He knows he can count on me, and I can always count on him. So anyway, enough about that. Here it is. All right, so purple cam we saw yesterday. As I'm pulling it through, I was hoping to do check the lift on it, you know, but the lifters are collapsed, and if you can see, those are about 4 or 5 lifters or push rods laying there. So what do we know about this block? Okay, so we know it's a 72-400 block. I scraped it off down there in Fort Worth, and I can't see it now. It says H400. We got a partial VIN. It's a 2G car, so 72 St. Louis, and then the rest of the VIN. Finally, the Mopar guys came through, and the DOT assigns a block of VIN. So this was in a Dodge. That's not a crack. That's just paint. Nothing to see here. Oh yeah, look at this. That so sucks. Yeah. 402 oil pan. The 400s. You guys can maybe tell me, why did they make the 400 anyway? They had the 383. This is just, it's a bore stroke thing, I suppose. I don't know. It's a little more stroke. Maybe it needs some more power. I don't know. No big deal. The balancer. Okay, so the trucks came with a steel crank. There's a difference between wider and thinner cranks, balancers, you can tell, but I think based on the fact that this has got extra meat on it, means it's a cast iron crank. And not that I'm smart, I looked it up on the internet. So anyway, today, what to do? What I was planning on doing was pulling ahead and seeing if it's what bore it is. Hopefully the cam would have some numbers on the end, and we could see what that was. It's a direct connection cam. Well, by whenever it was direct connection, Mopar Performance or whatever. So I think I'm just going to pull the head today, guys, because I really don't want to tear this motor apart yet. And because I have other irons in the fire. So I'll get that off, and it probably wouldn't hurt to see if there's oil in it, and go from there. Okay. All right, there we are. See if I can't drop this 60 pounds is all these weigh, not 80, on my foot. All right, it's all pro gasket, no surprise there. What the hell? What in the hell? Well, that was hitting. Look at this. Oh, what the shit. Well, I guess we got some good news. Idiots. Only clattered for a little while. Why do we have good news, Chuck? Because I don't see anything that says 30 over on here. That's why it might be good news. Wow. Pro gasket, probably. Huh. Well, we had some top-notch engine build. These are stock pistons with a non-stock cam, obviously. Yeah. Huh. Show you something, if I could find it. My first engine build. This is a 440 piston. Yep. These things go forward. It's nice. What are these, 4 1/4? 4? Well, okay. Okay. Let's get a calipers out, see what it says. Take a look here. It hasn't even been run. That cam's probably not even broken in. Never even run. I don't know what heads these are. I'm no head guru, you know. It says right there, doesn't it? No. Yeah. I knew the plugs are new, but I assumed it ran. Cam looked like it had wear on it. Well, duh. I mean, there's no carbon in here to speak of. Looks like they just cleaned up the pistons, threw too big of a cam in it, and away they went. Let's check the bore. Well, you might notice a change in continuity because I don't have my gloves on. So I've got these calipers that my neighbor gave to me. I was in there checking clips, and I thought I did this already. So I already know, and you already suspect, this block. So let's zero it. So we said it was 4.324, I think it was. Bore. You guys see that? Flashing. Right there it shows 4.3279. So we have a standard bore, 72. 400 block. And this thing, I could probably sell it right now for at least $1,000 for that block, for a racer. I mean, I could ask $1,000, whatever. It ain't going anywhere. Okay, let me continue. Let's do one last thing. I think this is going to be close to the end. So clearly, they must have got, I don't know where the water came from. No, I thought there was a leaf stuck underneath the head, but that just fell in. That's all I'm seeing, guys, for now, right, water-wise. Let's see if these lifters want to come out. Well, all right. Well, hell. It's got oil in it at least, huh? Or had something. What do we got here? Not too bad, all things considered. She's oily. I don't know if I could run this cam. It's probably too rowdy, I'll bet. They had a 40 in my day, okay, 44 and a 44 284 cam and a the big 509. I bought them from my cam from Mopar City. He said the 509 was too big, and the 44 284 was like a Hemi grind cam. Well, she's oily. That's good. All right. I'm gonna put that in there and wash my hands. Screw together loosely for now because it's gonna sit here on this stand for a while. I'll get to it sooner than later, but I got enough other stuff to keep me busy. So those were 906 heads, whatever they are, you know, Smogger heads. I don't know. They're all good heads. I don't care. I've read too many articles. Guys poo-poo the smog heads. Anyway, whatever. I'm not going to debate that because I don't have enough knowledge to. I'm not unarmed. Anyway, so it seems like those heads sit down. The holes on the intake are augered a little. Who knows? I didn't look to see if it looked like they've been milled or not on the bottom. God knows. I don't know. Jesus, you know, this whole thing. So that's it. I think we're gonna call it here, guys. That was good enough. That ought to be enough to look at. I guess when I pull it apart, I'll certainly clue you guys in. Why not? I'm gonna show every little thing because when I did the satellite, there's plenty I didn't do, and guys were like, you know, year later, like, well, what the hell, did you not rebuild the front end? I'm like, yeah, I did. I just didn't show that. Did you not? I did the heater box too. That was a whole deal. Yeah, so cool. Very cool. I wish I could be more excited at the moment. That's kind of a relief because I think I was going to maybe even have it sleeved if they were 30, 40 over, because the piston, you know, getting pistons and core shift and all that other crap comes into play. And it probably would have been cheaper to use a known good block versus try to find another one. Now if it's not cracked. Anyway. All right, guys, that's all I have. I'm so damn dumb. Damn it. Damn it, damn it. I was checking these things to see if there's any water in them. And this side was completely rust or whatever, you know. I thought, oh, did they fill the block? That would not be good, you know, for racing. And she got away from me. It was kind of like a slow motion deal. Every time it went around to another hole, I'm like, I get that one. I can get that one. Yeah, well, she's kind of heavy now. I mean, the heads have come right off now, probably. And I don't have to drain the oil. Okay.